Welcome to our channel. Today we're diving into a serious topic, the top 10 poorest countries in Africa as of 2025. This isn't about pointing fingers or making anyone feel bad, it's about understanding the realities on the ground. These rankings are based on GDP per capita, adjusted for purchasing power parity. Africa is a continent of contrasts, with bustling cities and vast savannas, booming tech hubs and villages untouched by time. Let's get started. First up, we have Burundi, a small landlocked country in East Africa. Burundi has consistently ranked among the poorest countries, not just in Africa, but in the world. Years of civil war and political unrest have left the country scarred. Imagine trying to build a business when you don't know if there will be electricity tomorrow. Burundi is one of the most densely populated countries in Africa, which puts a huge strain on resources, especially land. More people, less land, less food to go around. The country relies heavily on agriculture, but with a changing climate and frequent droughts, even that is becoming increasingly difficult. Amidst all these challenges, there are glimmers of hope. The resilience of the Burundian people is remarkable. Let's move on. Next, we travel to the heart of Africa, to the Central African Republic, or 𝐂𝐭 for short. 𝐂𝐭 is a country held hostage by poverty. Imagine a country rich in natural resources, diamonds, gold, timber, yet its people remain among the poorest in the world. Conflict has plagued 𝐂𝐭 for decades, leaving its economy in tatters and its people traumatized. Armed groups control vast swathes of the country, making it incredibly dangerous for ordinary citizens. This instability has scared off foreign investors who would rather put their money in safer places. Without investment, there's little hope for economic growth, leaving 𝐂𝐭 trapped in a vicious cycle of poverty and conflict. Roads are often impassable, especially during the rainy season, making it nearly impossible to transport goods and services. Despite these immense challenges, there are brave individuals and organizations working tirelessly to bring peace and stability to 𝐂𝐭. Let's continue. From the heart of Africa, we head west to Niger, a vast, landlocked country on the edge of the Sahara Desert. Niger is often associated with being really hot and having a lot of babies. The desert is constantly expanding, swallowing up farmland and making life even harder for people who already have very little. Niger has the highest fertility rate in the world, which means a lot of little mouths to feed in a country where food is already scarce. The majority of people in Niger rely on subsistence farming, but with unpredictable weather patterns and a shrinking amount of arable land, even that is becoming a gamble. Despite these daunting challenges, the people of Niger are known for their resilience and their strong community bonds. They understand that in the face of adversity, they are stronger together. That spirit gives us hope for a brighter future for Niger. Moving on. Chapter 4. Liberia. Recovering from war and Ebola. Liberia has endured back-to-back civil wars and the devastating Ebola epidemic. Years of conflict have left their mark on Liberia, destroying infrastructure, disrupting education, and leaving deep scars on the national psyche. Just as Liberia was beginning to recover from the civil wars, the Ebola virus struck in 2014, crippling the already fragile healthcare system and sending shockwaves through the economy. While Liberia has made significant strides in rebuilding its economy and strengthening its institutions, the ghosts of the past continue to haunt the present. The scars of war and disease run deep, and the road to recovery is long and arduous. But amidst the challenges, the spirit of the Liberian people shines through. Let's move forward. Chapter 5. Sierra Leone, diamonds in the rough. Known for its pristine beaches and diamond-rich soil, Sierra Leone's story is one of resilience, but also of heartbreaking struggle. Sierra Leone's civil war, which raged for over a decade, left the country in ruins and its people deeply traumatized. Despite the horrors of the past, Sierra Leone has made remarkable progress in rebuilding its economy and establishing democratic institutions. But the legacy of conflict, coupled with the Ebola outbreak, continues to hinder progress. The country relies heavily on mining, especially diamonds, for its economic survival. But corruption and a lack of transparency in the mining sector have meant that the benefits of this wealth rarely trickle down to ordinary citizens. Despite these ongoing challenges, the people of Sierra Leone remain hopeful. They are determined to create a future that is brighter than its past. Let's continue. Chapter 6, Madagascar, an island paradise, grappling with poverty. Known for its unique biodiversity and stunning landscapes, Madagascar is a stark reminder that even paradise can be plagued by poverty. Madagascar's economy is heavily reliant on agriculture, but deforestation, erosion and cyclones have taken a toll on its fragile ecosystem. Political instability and corruption have also hampered Madagascar's progress, scaring off investors and hindering economic growth. The lack of infrastructure, particularly in rural areas, makes it incredibly difficult for people to access education, healthcare, and economic opportunities. Despite these challenges, the Malagasy people are known for their warmth, their vibrant culture, and their deep connection to their land. They are a people who find joy even in the face of adversity. Let's move on. Chapter 7, Comoros, an island nation adrift in the Indian Ocean. Comoros is a place of stunning beauty with volcanic peaks, turquoise waters, and a unique blend of Arab, African, and French influences. But beneath the idyllic surface lies a country grappling with poverty, unemployment, and a heavy reliance on foreign aid. Comoros is one of the smallest economies in the world, heavily dependent on agriculture and remittances from its diaspora. The country faces numerous challenges, including limited natural resources, vulnerability to natural disasters, and a lack of infrastructure. High unemployment, particularly among young people, has led to social unrest and a sense of hopelessness. Despite these formidable challenges, the people of Comoros remain resilient, drawing strength from their Islamic faith, their strong family bonds, and their vibrant culture. They are determined to create a better future for their children. Let's continue. From the islands of Comoros, we travel back to the Horn of Africa, to Eritrea, a country often described as the North Korea of Africa. Ruled by an authoritarian regime and isolated from the rest of the world, Eritrea is a place shrouded in secrecy, where poverty is widespread and human rights are routinely violated. Eritrea's economy is tightly controlled by the state, with limited opportunities for private enterprise. The country is heavily reliant on agriculture, but frequent droughts and outdated farming practices have resulted in chronic food insecurity. International sanctions have further isolated the country and crippled its economy. Despite the oppressive conditions, the Eritrean people have shown remarkable resilience, clinging to hope for a better future. Let's move on. Our journey takes us to Guinea-Bissau, a small West African nation with a history marked by coups, corruption, and a complicated relationship with cashews. Guinea-Bissau is Africa's largest cashew nut producer, which in theory should make it a wealthy nation. But this is Africa, and things are rarely that simple. Guinea-Bissau's economy is heavily reliant on cashew nut exports, making it vulnerable to fluctuations in global prices. Political instability, with a revolving door of governments and a history of military coups, has scared off investors and hindered economic growth. Drug trafficking is another major problem, turning Guinea-Bissau into a transit point for cocaine smuggled from Latin America to Europe. Despite these challenges, the people of Guinea-Bissau remain resilient, known for their vibrant culture, their musical traditions, and their love of life. Let's continue. Our final stop takes us to Mozambique, a country on the southeastern coast of Africa, blessed with abundant natural resources and stunning beaches. Despite its potential, Mozambique remains one of the poorest countries in Africa, grappling with the legacy of civil war and inequality. It possesses vast reserves of natural gas and minerals, but corruption and mismanagement hinder progress. The gap between the rich and the poor is vast, with a small elite benefiting while the majority struggle. Cyclones and floods regularly devastate Mozambique, setting back development efforts. Despite these challenges, the Mozambican people are known for their warmth and resilience. Thank you for watching. It's important to stay informed about global issues, and we hope this video has shed some light on the economic challenges faced by these countries. By supporting organizations working on the ground, by raising awareness, by simply educating ourselves, we can all play a part in creating a brighter future for these nations. Don't forget to like this video to support our YouTube channel Africarized and subscribe for more insightful content. The fight against poverty is a marathon, not a sprint. Let's keep the conversation going and work together to create a world where everyone has the opportunity to thrive.